assignments, doubts, exams. We have got you back. EduPlanner make every chapter easy to understand. Stay tuned, learn more, grow with us.
Okay, there's a couple steps to this problem. So we know that we have a photon with energy equaling 4.7 times 10 to the negative 16th joules. So to find frequency, we can use our equation that energy equals Planck's constant times frequency. So we can just plug in what we know, 4.7 times 10 to the negative 16. Sorry, that got a little messy. Equals 6.626 times 10 to the negative 34th times frequency. So if we just divide by Planck's constant, we should get a frequency of frequency equals 7.12 times 10 to the 17th. Great, and that is A. For B, we're looking for the wavelength. So we can use our equation that the speed of light equals wavelength times frequency. So we know that the speed of light is a constant and it's 3 times 10 to the 8th. And we're solving for our wavelength, and we just found our frequency, which was 7.12 times 10 to the 17th. Great. So again, just divide by your frequency there, and we should get a wavelength equal to 4.23 times 10 to the negative 10th. All right, and then for C, we're looking at the velocity. So we're going to use an equation that's a little less well-known, but a good one to have in your mind. So wavelength equals Planck's constant divided by mass times velocity. So we know that a mass of an electron equals 9.11 times 10 to the negative 31st kilojoules. Kilograms, sorry. Kilograms. And so since we solved for wavelength up here, all we have to do is plug in what we know. So 4.23 times 10 to the negative 10th equals Planck's constant, 6.626 times 10 to the negative 34th divided by the mass of an electron, 9.11 times 10 to the negative 31st times V, which is what we're solving for. All right, so you can multiply by this on both sides and then divide, and you should get that the velocity equals 1.72 times 10 to the 6th. And just a quick note, we used the mass of an electron up here because we're dealing with photons, and a photon is just an excited electron. So just so you don't get lost anywhere. All right, and then for the last one, we are asked about kinetic energy. So kinetic energy is equal to 1/2 mv squared. And if you take physics, this is definitely something you're going to want to memorize. So again, we're talking about electrons, so we're going to say the kinetic energy is equal to 1/2 of the mass of our electron, which is 9.11 sorry, my mouse is getting a little wonky, 9.11 times 10 to the negative 31st times our velocity squared, 1.72 times 10 to the 6th squared. Great, and you should get a kinetic energy equal to 1.3 times 10 to the negative 18th joules. There you go. It's mostly just about finding the right equation and plugging in the values.